What's going on, guys? Harry here today for another video. F1 Championship Season Episode 9. My home Grand Prix, Silverstone, the British Grand Prix, as Daniel Ricciardo. Just looking at the Drivers' Championship and the Constructors there. We're not that far behind Ferrari. So, let's get into the race.
Welcome to the place where the Formula One World Championship began back in 1950. It's Silverstone, Friday morning here in Great Britain, and that means it's time for practice. We should expect to see some very large crowds here this weekend, as we do every year at the British Grand Prix. It's a popular racing circuit, it has huge fan support, and is well liked by the drivers and teams.
Many of the teams are based in Britain, and so Silverstone is their home race. It's one of the most historic circuits on the F1 calendar, and one that all the teams enjoy racing at.
Not only is Silverstone one of the oldest circuits in the Formula One World Championship, but it's also home to some of the most iconic corners, and none more so than Maggots and Beckett's. This is a high-speed sequence of left, right, left, tightening corners that lead into Chapel, and then of course the long hanger straight.
The high speeds of this sequence demands extreme skill and precision from the driver. Getting this wrong will affect the momentum all the way down the hanger straight, which is also a DRS zone.
So as you can see here, the setup just 3-1 wings there. That's all I've really changed. I need some straight line speeds. That's why I've gone with that. Plus, you need downforce like Maggots and Beckett's in the corners like that. So coming across the start, coming across the line there to start a lap here. Practice on the prime tyres, the harder tyres for this race. Of course, they're orange side on this one because they're the hard compound. They're the hardest tyres. Actually, because it's just because of how high the wear is on Silverstone. That's why they use them. So yeah, just go for the left-hander now, coming through here, driving through, exit out onto the one into the straight now. DRS activated. So I just want to say I hope you enjoyed my Rugby World Cup video yesterday. I might do another one, have to wait and see how it does. I might be doing some, I'm going to be doing some F1 Corp's going to be going up soon. Well, it might even be up by the time this video is up actually. I'll have episode 10 in Hungary up next week as well, just like normal. Oh well, that's what I was going to say. There was some more stuff I wanted to talk to you guys. So I'm just going down the old start finish straight, going for the old turn one, going a bit deep. But yeah, there was just like some videos, going to have some good the Arcanite video up later on in the week. Plus, if you haven't already subscribed to Blink Nation, I'll leave a link in the description. We're now at 42 subscribers, we're almost at 50, which is halfway what we want to do, because we wanted to be at least by 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Fingers crossed you guys help us get there as we go videos again as we go through Maggots and Beckett's onto the hanger straight. Now, through the long right hand here now, yeah. I might have some more Bournemouth crew mode, I don't know. I might stop that crew mode and start with a new team just because just not enjoying it at the moment, guys. Like, I like Bournemouth, I might come back to it at some point, but at the moment I'm probably just gonna I might just start another one. We'll have to wait and see what club I do. I do it with, might do with a like bigger club next time. So yeah, so we come across the line now. As my time wasn't there for some reason, I think I was like second, but I think I messed up with my time or something like that. But yeah, as you can see, the Hamilton has a grid penalty, so he's actually going to drop by 5 places from when he starts. So that's always going to be good for me to help me out even. So I can't speak today. So we're going to qualify now. The medium combat tyres on the white side will the option tyres for this race, obviously. So we're currently on the lap here now, heading down towards the old start finish straight here now. What the fuck? I didn't even know what the hell that was. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, just head down the old start finish straight now. Oh my god, my brain's done. I forgot what I was going to say to you guys. So yeah, I just hope you all enjoy this F1 video, just like you enjoy all my other F1's videos. You give it a thumbs up, that'll always be great. Really appreciate it as well. So just gone through Maggots and Beckett's, my favourite part of the entire track. That's one of my favourite corners on my favourite turns on the calendar. It's still on the US Grand Prix as well because they've taken parts of the track from other races. So you're just going a bit wide there, going off the track through the hanger as we exit off the hanger straight even. Go through the last few corners now. Hopefully we can get pole position. We'll have to see now. come across the line set at 1:37.9, and we're second on the grid by 1.5 tenths, just over 1.5 tenths. Off Rosberg even. Sorry guys, I don't know why I repeated myself there. So yeah, we're going to be starting second on the grid, so I will see you in the race. Bye.
Welcome to Silverstone, home of the British Grand Prix. This iconic track held the very first World Championship Formula One race back in 1950, and it's a firm favourite amongst the fans and drivers alike. Driving one of those Mercedes to the top of the timesheets in qualifying was Germany's Nico Rosberg. He'll have made quite a few people sit up and take notice with that performance, not least his teammate Lewis Hamilton.
You can never be sure if qualifying pace will turn into race performance. It often depends on how focused the car setup was for a single lap on new tyres. But even if he's slightly slower than those around him, he'll be trying to make his car as wide as possible on track to defend his position.
Fernando Alonso has been consistently out-qualifying his teammate this season, once again underlining his talent as what many think is the most complete driver on the grid.
Fernando is such a great driver. He always seems to outperform the car, and this season he's comfortably outperforming his teammate in qualifying too. His one-lap pace has been excellent.
Just like before guys, I did this race at a different time to when I actually got that, so that's from before, so it was raining originally, but now it's sunny. All dry, sun at the same time, lights out, and away we go. Rosberg immediately just flies away off the side, and you're not going to see Rosberg win this entire race. I'm just going to say that I do not win this. Rosberg wins this by a mile. As soon as he just gets away there, that's the end of him. We won't see him again for the rest of the race. So it's a decent start, I guess. We managed to hold on to P2, not drop down any positions off the start. That's always good. So you're just heading down towards the Wellington straight now, just like before. So as you see there, Massa even is trying to get past me using his Mercedes engine. Managed to hold him off though. Go through the left hander there. We make contact there through the left hander. Switches to a right hander now off the inside. Shouldn't get past me. And I managed to hold him off. So just head down the old start finish right now. Just hopefully we don't mess up. This time go deep. Like I normally go deep through here if you carry too much speed. We're just heading down through Maggots and Backets now, which is my favourite part of the track, like I said. Heading through it, exit out onto the Hanger Straight now. Nothing else is happening. Hopefully something else can happen. So here now, lap 4 out of 30, we're still second. Obviously you can see on the right down there, Rosberg's all the way down there. So we exit the Hanger Straight onto the Maggots onto the Hanger Straight, 13 seconds separation now. Raikkonen's in the DRS, flies past us. Now I've got Massa going down my inside. We make contact, going across the grass over a bit of a drift. I managed to recover still second. Bottas is behind me now instead of Raikkonen. So we're going to go to a replay of that now, which I'll show you now. One sec. So you know, we just head down here like normal. I hit Massa, we make contact, we sprint, and then he also clicked Raikkonen on the way through, so that's why Raikkonen vanished. So now on board from Massa here, we make contact, he spins. So then I thought I showed from Bottas would be better. So we make contact, and he spins across into Raikkonen and just wipes him out completely. So you see here from Massa, hold the analog stick back there so you can see from behind. See, it just smacks across into Raikkonen, taking him out. So Massa ends up in the gravel. So whose fault? Sure from Hamilton now, but whose fault do you think it was, guys? Do you think it was mine, or do you think it was Massa's fault even? That's what I'm trying to think. But because that Hamilton's up to 4th now, Raikkonen managed to recover in the end, but let's see what happens later on. So you know, lap 7 with the pits. Raikkonen's managed to recover to be right behind me now as we come into the pits. Quick pit stop, then 2.5 seconds onto the primes. Stay in front of Raikkonen, he doesn't jump me. It shows how much little pace we have. Like Raikkonen's already closed that gap to me after getting spun off. Like that's how quickly he's been going. So of course Silverstone's got the longest pit lane on the track. It's 37 seconds, ridiculous. We come out in 5th place, just still in front of Raikkonen. Hamilton is literally behind Raikkonen there. So here now we're going on to lap 10 of 13, heading through the right-hander there, headed up towards the Wellington straight now where DRS is going to be. Well, Raikkonen's going to have DRS even. Sorry about that. So we're just driving through now on the Hanger straight. Got a defend from Raikkonen who's got DRS, slipstream, and a faster engine than me. So turn in here, and it's very close there. I go deep and I try to come back across right in front of me. So here now we're heading down the on-stop finish straight. You see Vettel, my former teammate, well, Ricardo's former teammate, has got up the inside. And Ricardo's new teammate Kvyat, so hold it around the outside of Kvyat. Might have gone off the track, might have been an illegal overtake, but oh well. Going side by side with Vettel here now, holding around the outside for the first part, have the inside for the next part. Push him a bit wide off the track though. It's a bit dirty, but I don't think it really matters. I'm up to second, and my teammate Kvyat is actually third, so he can actually get his first podium in the season, which can really help us in the constructors. So here now, going on, I went a bit deep, Kvyat went at my inside, so he's up to second, and Rosberg's won the race about 20 miles down the road. So going through Magnus and Beckett, so I'm basically pushing my teammate through Magnus Beckett. So he's going that slowly. So now Rich Mix, Hanger Straight, DRS plus slipstream helps my Red Bull go up faster than Kvyat's Red Bull down the Hanger Straight. I'm back up to second. As long as Kvyat isn't making mistakes, looks like we're going to do it. Might have let me pass there just to help me the championship then, because like I need to get points in the championship to keep pulling away, or keep up with Rosberg since he's actually got more points than me here now. So just coming through the final right hand corner to take the checkered flag to come second in this race. Teammate third, so we get Red Bull second and third. All good. So that's always good. Kvyat finally got his first podium of the season for us. That's always good to have. It's always good when that happens for us. I get my trophy there. We have the celebrations. We have the champagne. As before, that's always good. So happy about that, guys, that we managed to still hold on second. We didn't have much pace for the race. Still managed to hold on though. I've said that so many times, sorry. Kvyat gets third though as well. Always good to have 2 Red Bulls on the podium. As Massa came 12th at the end after his time penalty, don't know how, but yeah. So yeah, that's the standards, and here we go now. 64 points ahead of Rosberg now. Kvyat's up to 11th, and now we're 20 points clear in the constructors over Ferrari. So until next time, guys, I will see you in Spain.